3D printer. We have our part. It's complete. You can see here, it says it's done all 60 layers. There's the time it took, support, and how much material it's going to use. Okay. When the printer first turns off, it's actually still hot in there, so you can't open it up. So this will actually be a red light. Whenever this light's red, you can't open it up. But since it's not, and actually, when you put your hand in here, it's warm. Even it keeps it still warm. Okay, so you press this little latch up, slide this out, and here's all of your pieces. Okay, and you can see these printers actually have really good detail. What you're going to do is just kind of bend your plate like this. Okay. And you're going to pop these things off. Now be careful, especially if you're working with little small pieces like this. Okay, we'll pop them off. And we'll just kind of one at a time take them. These all look like they're about the right size. Did a really good job of not using too much material. It's going to be cool. Okay, but if you look at this, you can notice, you might even notice there's two different colors going on. There's like an off-white and one that's a little slightly wider. Well, this is like the support material. You can actually start taking this off a little bit by hand. I like to do as much of it as I can by hand before because it just doesn't take as long, but you don't have to. But you can kind of peel some of the support material. And you guys probably don't know the design, but there's actually holes that go back in here, just like there's a hole right there. They go in here, and that support material helps hold that up while it's 3D printing, so it makes a perfect design. And so whenever we're going to put this in the solution, and that's going to dissolve away. Now it takes several hours for it to happen, but I'm going to show you. So we're not going to go through and take apart all that. That's what I like to do. I like to try to get as much of the support material off before I put it in. Oh, okay. So I've got all of these pieces. I'm going to take it over here. This is over here because this is a really messy process. You can see all the white stuff. That's what the water, when you're done with it, it'll look all milky like this, okay? And you can use it, I try to use them as long as I can just because the tablets are really expensive. But first you get a fresh thing of water right here, okay? And you can go and dump your pieces in. Okay, drop it in there. And then there's these little EcoWorks tablets, okay? Now if you use just water, it actually won't dissolve the support, so you need to make sure you put one of these in. So one goes in, you press this button, you come over here and look down, watch. You can see it actually starts mixing up all the stuff in there. And eventually that little tablet will dissolve away. This will get really hot, so it won't like hurt you, but too bad. I mean, it might, but I've reached in there and grabbed things, but it's definitely inconvenient. So, wait till it's cooled down to get in there and get your parts. And sometimes you have to kind of like get an empty one, like if you're dealing with small pieces like this, because when it's done, it's going to be kind of white and you might not be able to see everything. And you just have to kind of pour one that's full out into one that's empty and kind of just sift through it, and get all of your pieces out. Okay. But we leave it like this, in a couple of hours it'll be done, and you can build your project. So that's the last part. All right, and maybe we'll I'll include a picture of your completed project once you finish it. All right, thank you.
Okay.